Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. We are going to be taking a look at the Kershaw Norad. So I'd seen this on another review from somebody, and basically I had to get one. I was very impressed. I really liked the looks of it, and I thought, but is it good? Yes, I am actually very pleasantly surprised with what Kershaw has done with this one. The weight on this thing, I mean, looking at it, it's not a very big knife. I would call this more in the medium size. Feels really, really good in hand. The handle, the ergonomics of the handle are just, to me, are just perfect. You're able to kind of choke up on a little bit, which is really nice. Of course, I always love that. And it just looks good. I love the looks of it. So, yes, I am pretty darn happy with this knife. I didn't know what to expect. I've had a few Kershaws where, I've liked their knives, but I have had a few where I was not super happy with it. I'm going to take a little cleaning the blade second there. Some of the specs on this, you have a D2 clip point blade. And it does have a satin finish with a flat grind. It's actually, I just love the way it looks. It looks really good. You have just a stainless steel handle. It is frame lock, a frame lock, ambidextrous, tip up. So my lefty friend should be happy. Tip up carry, lefty or righty. It is a deep pocket carry clip. However, when you put this in pocket, you are going to be, and I always do this, I don't have a piece of paper around here. Here's a envelope. Now, when you get the pocket clip on there, or the paper, you are going to be sticking out a pocket, almost a 1/4 inch. Not, I can't even really call it a 1/4 inch, so it's not much. All in all, like I said, I've been super happy with this knife. First impression was really good when I got it. But actually having it, I mean, that snap, you just gotta love that. Now, it's not a drop shut close knife by any means. Let's see if you can, oh, I guess you can kind of. You can. And it is brand new, so the more that I, use it and work with it and play with it, it is going to drop shut even better. And I do love that about it. Like I said, it is a stainless steel handle. It is frame lock. It's ambidextrous, tip up carry. So, like I said, lefty hands, woohoo! You've got the KVT ball bearings. What I do love about this one, too, is if you notice, this is a flipper. The knife is open right now. Where is the flipper tab? That is the beauty of this. I love that design. That is really cool. So it's got a very low profile flipper tab on there. And then, like I said, once open, it goes away. I love that. I just think that just makes this look so sleek and so nice. I'm not too familiar with a whole lot of knives that do that. There may be, I just have not come across a whole lot. But this one, like I said, super, super happy. I do love it. For spec-wise on measurements, we are looking at about 3 1/4, well, through about 3 1/2 inch blade. Your closed, we'll go ahead and do closed. Your closed length is about 4, just a little bit over, it looks, well, right about 4 1/2 inches. So that is pretty good. I love that size. Again, sounds big. It's really not. Your overall length is 7.875, or in my case, I just say 8. So let's go ahead and compare that to the Rat Model 1 here. And you can see that it's, I would call the Rat a large blade, but for some reason, and don't ask me why, I call the Norad a medium size, which makes no sense to most people, but it makes sense to me, and that's all that really matters, right? Okay, then we have the Benchmade. So, I would consider the Benchmade a medium size. And the Norad is just a tad longer. You're looking about maybe a 1/2 inch longer. So I think it's a fine line, because even the Rat 1 is only about a ½ inch bigger or longer than the Norad. So I'm going to stick with the Norad is a medium-sized knife. In hand, like I said, it just feels fantastic. It's very slim, which I do like for me. You know, if you're going to compare it to like the Rat is much wider. You do have the jimping back here, which is your flipper tab too. You have the jimping up on the spine. You have the jimping on the flipper tab, which really allows you to get in there and open that up a lot easier. You have a little bit of carbon fiber inlay. Not much, just a bit, just a little bit to make it that much showier. I do love the pivot on these. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I love how it makes it look. This thing is very sharp, very sharp. Now, I have not had to do much cutting with it, but I have been able to cut some packages open. I have been able to cut some cardboard boxes. I have cut paper and some paracord. And I'll tell you what, I have not had any issue at all with these, or this, I should say this. If you are looking for a good knife, now it's only $69.99 at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. If you're looking for a good knife that is a reasonable price, I would definitely recommend this one. So I don't generally review knives that I don't recommend, but once in a great while, you're going to find that. This one, though, there's something about the shape of it that I really love. It's just, I mean, that blade, the clip point is just gorgeous. The handle, it just flows. I love the flow of this knife. I love the lines of this knife. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the weight of the knife. So you're, you know, like I said, 5.2 ounces. It is definitely one that, you know, it's going to be a workhorse for you. Now, I feel like in my workings or dealings with the knives, in my opinion, the heavier knives, I feel like are going to be a little more tolerable to heavy duty, if that makes sense. Not just the blade hardness, but sometimes I feel that the lighter knives are not necessarily going to be doing the work, or maybe it's more that I feel like I might lose my grip on it. Or if it's too light, I might, you know, I don't know. There's something about the weight of this one and the feel of it, the way that it fits in your hand, that really makes you know you're not going to lose your grip on it. You know, of course, jimping helps, and I love the jimping because that always allows me to really get a good grip on it. You kind of have this jimping on the back of the blade here, on your spine. And that's just a little bit of added comfort for you there, so you can use that. Yeah, I am really impressed with what Kershaw's doing. Now, I had a Kershaw knife recently, and I wasn't quite as impressed as I am with this one. This one just really, I don't know. You know, fit and finish to me is absolutely beautiful. The ergonomics of it, the way it's built, just the symmetrical lines to it, I really, really like it. I love the fact that it's reversible, ambidextrous, carry, you know, tip up. All of those things are great. Like I said, the weight of it really lets you know that you're not going to lose it when it's in your hand. You've got the jimping on the spine there. The fact that your flipper tab does not show when open, and I think that is really cool. I love that aspect of it. And I do love that when it is closed, it is very, I'm just going to keep flipping it around. It is very low profile. You know, you can't go wrong with that. Low profile flippers. And it's not one that, even though it is low profile, you're not going to have a problem getting to it. And mostly because it's got that jimping on it. For those of you that carry lanyards, it does not have a lanyard hole. So it would not be a lanyard knife for you. But all in all, kudos Kershaw. Good job. Every once in a while, you know, it seems like a knife company will come out with one that you just really can't, you just can't get your fingers on. You just can't wrap your brain around it. You're not really liking it, whatnot. This is definitely a good one. It's a good fidgeter. You know, I really can't say enough about this one. Like Therapeutic Edge, when he opened this, he actually wants this knife. So I may just gift it to him. But he really enjoys this. And that says a lot. That says a lot about Kershaw and, you know, the things that they're doing. So hopefully, I would love to see them keep up this type of work. I would love to see more handles in maybe some carbon fiber or some G10. But I do like this. And yes, I definitely would recommend this one. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. If you're not a subscriber, I'm just giving you a close-up as I talk here. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you here all the time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button over there. And while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and check out one of the other videos. That's it for the Kershaw Norad. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.